Hi, my name's Sally Martin at SheepMetriX. This is one of 10 video recordings that have been developed to assist sheep and goat producers use Excel for storing, collating and using data capture via an electronic tag. This video is about preparing your data from an external source. So this data has come from a testing house, so we have micron information here, that we have the electronic tag, they've added in the fleece weight for us. So now we're just going to get this in a format that you can then upload either onto your stick reader, an indicator or into software. So one thing that's really important is that the identification of the animal is correct, as in, is it an electronic tag, or in this particular case we want to make sure that we don't have the visual tags in this same column. So what we're going to do is highlight the top row and go up into filter, and we can then sort either largest to smallest or smallest to largest, and you can see here that we have some visual tags. So what we want to do is we want to add in a column. So we're going to insert, so that was right click on the mouse and then insert, pressing my left key on the mouse, and I'm going to put in VID, visual identification, and this sometimes may be slightly different depending on the software or the type of equipment that you might have, and I also want to change this to eID. So these are 23 drop animals that have been fleece weighed and micron tested. So I want to make sure that my visual tags end up over into this column here, and I'm going to actually add in a very simple formula so that I can add the visual tags in so they match the tag numbers that I have printed on the tags. So I'm going to go equals, and it's 23, and I'm just going to add in 4 zeros because there's four digits here, and I'm going to go plus, and I want to add this information in, and this is automatically generated now with that very simple formula. You can see up here in the top of the spreadsheet into my visual tag for these particular animals, and I'm just going to copy that down, and all of those are going to be updated now. Now the other thing that I do need to do is I don't want that formula to follow through, because if I delete these, which I will, so I can upload it into the software, so I'm going to copy, Control C, and I'm going to right click on my mouse and I'm going to paste as a value. And so now that formula has gone, and I can now delete these particular tags here. So now I have the visual tag and the electronic tag column, which is going to be really important. The other thing to have a look at here is that these are in text format, so if I was wanting to do any formulas to look at an average or anything like that, I would have to convert to a number. So the easiest way to do that, so undo, is to highlight the whole sheet, so Control Shift arrow down, and now I'm going to and I'll make sure that that's down the bottom, and I'm going to convert all of this data into a number, from a text into a number, and I can scroll back up to the top of the screen, and then we can work on that spreadsheet. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for joining us.